Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 4-move checkmate, also known as Scholar's Mate. I guess it's called that because every single person should know this. If you get beat by it, well, that's kind of depressing. So as a person who is starting out on chess, you should know it. If you're an advanced player, well, you should have learned it probably since you first started chess. So let's get into it. The 4-move checkmate happens in 4 moves, obviously. And white is the one that executes this 4-move checkmate on black. So first would be e4. And then black would play e5. Now, usually, you would play some knight move to just develop. 4-move checkmate, you would move your bishop to c4. Now, you might be like, why does he do that? If you have noticed, this bishop move already attacks a piece that is very close to the king, the f7 pawn. As I said in a few of my previous videos, the f7 pawn is really weak, extremely weak. So you should make sure you defend it as black, and as white, make sure you defend your f2 pawn, because it's only guarded by your king before it castles. So after bishop c4, it's knight c6, and then afterwards the queen would go here to h5. Now both the queen and the bishop are looking at that f7 pawn. So now let's say black just does a random move, I guess, like this, d6, and then white would move his queen and take on f7. This is checkmate. The black king cannot take the queen because it's guarded. The queen is guarded by the bishop on c4. And it can't go anywhere else. Now back to here. What if black plays here, trying to develop? Wow, that might be a good move, right? But this was actually how I was beat in my very first loss against the 4-move checkmate. As I said in my very first video, I was beaten by the 4-move checkmate. And this is how I lost. I thought I was playing really smart, developing a piece, and also attacking that queen. But the thing is, this white queen can still go down to f7 and take, and it's still a checkmate. I mean, the knight doesn't block its path, so it's kind of useless. So make sure you don't do that. The correct way as black to defend is, well, you can move your queen, but that's going to get in the way of your dark square bishop on f8. So I wouldn't recommend that, because now the dark square bishop will have a hard time getting out. What I do recommend is playing g6. Now that attacks the queen, like the knight move showed earlier, but this time the queen cannot take on f7 because now the pawn on g6 is blocking that path. As white, you would want to move your queen back down here, still hoping for some attack on f7, because if you notice, white could still play queen takes f7 if black doesn't do anything about this position. Like if black plays, let's say, this b pawn, white's queen will take down on f7, shown in earlier positions, and checkmate. So as black, you don't want to do that. Now here comes the knight move, where it's actually useful. Now that's defending f7. It's developing as well. Unlike before, the knight just like attacked the queen, but it didn't really defend f7. So this is how to defend for black, how to defend against the scholar's mate. Now back to here, you don't have to play bishop to c4 as white. You could play queen to h5 first. Notice how black, he can't do this. He can't do g6 because white's queen will still take this pawn on e5 and it'll be down material. So the mindset usually is developing and defending that pawn on e5. Now white, he'll still achieve the same the same setup. Notice how it's just like the first board's position, but it's only how you get there that it changed. The queen went first and then the bishop. I'd say the queen going first is more forceful than the bishop going first, but the bishop going first is a bit more stealthy. Like if you don't know a scholar's mate, then you wouldn't really know what's happening. So that will be about it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe, and click that notifications bell so you never miss another video.